In this video, we will see code implementation. Now let's do the code implementation by the first approach. Okay, so here you can see I have a permute function where I have nums. So first I will create one array, basically that will store my all the permutations. Then I will create one map. Map will take the false and true values. So else nums dot length dot fill with. Once this is done, I will create a rest, basically that will store all the outputs. And now I will create one function GP that will basically do the permutations. Okay, so here I have arrays, nums, and my map. These are the three things. Okay, now I will start a for loop that will start from 0 and it will take one by one all the elements. So it will go till nums dot length and I plus plus. Okay, and I will fill in my array all the elements one by one. Okay, but before that, I will check if that is my not in my map. That means I can fill it or not. So if my map allow, then I will fill it. So I will say array dot push that nums of I can fill it. Once I have pushed it, I will put map I equals to true. That means I have filled it. Okay, and now I will call my this function gp array nums. Once I have done it, I will do whatever the things that I have done before. I will undo the things array.pop and map of I equals to false. Done this thing. I have completed this one. Now what I will do, I will simply I want to check what is the condition. If array.length is equals to nums.length, I will simply return from it. So I will simply say rest.push. Okay. I will put triple dot err, okay, for the filling the elements, and I will return from it. Return, yes. So here I have completed this one. Now basically what you need to do, you just need to call your function, right? So after this function, you can simply call this one with array nums and map. So array map and nums, okay, and in the last you will simply return res. Okay, you're out. So this is done approach 1. Now let's quickly check the approach 2 here. So approach 2, if I apply here, okay. So in approach 2, what we are doing, again, let me quickly copy this function same and remove all the things that are inside of it. So this will be my approach 2 function. Okay. Now here, what are the things that I want? I want here that is rest. So let output array, that is rest basically. And now I can simply start function calling. So I will simply say function gp. I have only two values, that is nums and index. Okay. Now you can see my function will start from the index, my I pointer, remember, and I with less than nums dot length, it will go and I will do I plus plus. Once I am doing this, then what I will do, I will do the function call gp with the nums and index plus 1. Right? In each function call index plus 1. But before and after, what I will do, I will swap them. So I will swap the nums with I and with index. Okay, here, and after backtracking step, I will also do the same. Okay. Once this is done, right? This is the simple code. Now you just need to write the base condition. If your index is reaching to the last point, that is nums dot length, you need to return from it. Before return, simply push your elements into the rest. So nums, and after this simply return from it, and that's done. Okay, that's simple. Your function calling is done. So here your function is ending. Now you can call your gp with the nums and your index, that is 0, and you can return the rest. That is done here. Okay. Now the only thing that is left, that is swap function. So we can create a swap function as well. So function swap will be, suppose if I am taking array I comma j, right? So temp will have array I and array I will have array j and array j will have, that's done. Okay. So this will be the approach 2, right? If you submit both the approaches on the Leetcode or any other platform, right, you will get accepted. Okay. Just remember that you should use like remember that you are using the proper syntax, that is the return and all these statements. Okay. So that's done for these two approaches, the code implementation. Okay. Now in the next video, we'll talk about the dry run of the approach 2 that we have discussed. Okay. How basically it is working. So we'll discuss with the dry run. Okay. So let's see you in the next video where I will discuss the dry run of the approach 2.